Lovelies, welcome back to another Roblox video. In this video, I'm going to be recreating my previous tutorial on how to make a Roblox GFX. Now obviously the last video I made did explain how to make a GFX, but I've had a few requests on how to make it simple. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. If you have any questions about this video, just comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Firstly, to make a Roblox game, go up to Create, click Create Experience, and click Classic Baseplate. Once you're in Roblox Studios, go over to the Toolbox section and click on this little drop-down menu and go to Plugins. After you do so, type Load Character and then get the free one. I'll also link it in the description if you need it. After that, go up here to the top and click Plugins and click the Load Character plugin you just downloaded. Afterwards, you can type any username you'd like. Make sure to spawn your avatar in as R6 or it will not work correctly. This next step only applies to you if you want to change the face of your GFX. Go over here to the Explorer tab, click the drop-down arrow on your username, go down to Head and click the other drop-down arrow. Click Face and backspace on your keyboard. This should delete the face. Afterwards, go back over to the Toolbox section and go to Images. Afterwards, you can type face and find the perfect face you want. Just drag it onto your avatar after you found it. After that, you can go over back to the Explorer tab and right-click on your username. Go down to Export Selection and save it as anything you'd like. Make sure you can find it later on in the process. Next up, go ahead and open up the rig and open it in Faceless.
When you first open Blender, it might look a little confusing at first glance, but it's actually really simple. Depending on if you have a normal keyboard or a 60% keyboard, these are the keys you will use to move around in Blender. After you press those keys, you'll be able to move around with W, A, S, and D keys. Click on the head and press X on your keyboard to delete the head. Next, click on the arm and hover over this drag box. You'll be able to drag it up. Now click on this little clock icon and click Shader Editor. Now go over to the orange box that says Texture and click the file icon. From here, you'll be able to find the texture that you previously saved and open it.
Now you can move the drag box back down. After that, go up to the File button and click Import. From here, click Import Wavefront OBJ. Once again, find the file you originally saved of your character. Make sure to click on it as an OBJ file and then go over to Geometry and click both boxes. Then Import. Then remove all of the body parts. Keep all the accessories and the hair. Again, to delete something, press X on your keyboard. This next step only applies to you if your head gets imported transparent like mine does. Highlight the head and go over to this icon. Scroll all the way down to Viewpoint Display and make both options say opaque. Now highlight the head and use the Move and Rotate buttons to align the head with the body. When you do try to rotate or move it, sometimes the rotation or movement tools won't be aligned, so what you want to do is you want to right click it, click Set Origin, and then Origin to Geometry. After you have the head aligned with the body, you're ready for posing. Click the tiny gray circles that outline the body, and depending on which one you click, you'll be able to move that body part. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of playing around, but after a while, you'll get used to it. You can Google some ideas on Pinterest for poses, or you can use some of these on the screen. After you're done posing, highlight the whole rig and press Ctrl-C on your keyboard to copy it. If you did it correctly, this thing at the bottom should pop up on your screen. This next step is going to be in Lightroom Blender, so what you're going to want to do is click the link in the description for Lightroom and download it. After you're done downloading it, just go to your files and open it. It should look like this once you're in. To get out of camera mode, click this little camera icon at the top. Then press Ctrl-V on your keyboard to paste your rig in. Now move your avatar backwards far enough away where it's not in the main box. Now click off of that and highlight about half of your avatar like this. Now move your avatar into the center of the light box and rotate it the opposite direction. After you do that, click the little camera icon up here and you can position the camera however you'd like. After you do that, go up here to the little circle icons and click the third one. For these next few steps, we're going to be over here in the Settings tab. Go over to Camera Settings and click both options under Viewpoint and Render. Now, click on your avatar's arm and go back down to this red circle icon. Click Surface and click this option. Now click the little yellow circle next to Base Color and click Image Texture. Import your avatar's file. From here, go down to Roughness and change it to 0.134. This is just my personal opinion and I think it looks best. Now go up to Metallic and you'll just have to play around with this. Keep adjusting it until you find the gloss that looks best on your avatar. Now click on your avatar's head, go back, change the roughness to 0.134 and adjust the metallic to your liking. Click on this line box that outlines your avatar and go back down to the red circle settings. Now you can change the color of the light that reflects off your avatar. I usually only change the warm and cold colors. You can change the colors to the theme of your GFX. For example, this GFX I'm making is going to be pink, so I'm going to change both of these to pink. Now it's time to render your GFX. Go up here to Render and click Render Image. Once your GFX is done rendering, go up to Image, click Save Image, and you can save it as whatever you'd like. For this next step, I'm going to be showing you how you can design your own GFX profile picture. The apps I'm using are Photopea and Canva. Both of these will be linked in the description of the video. Once you're in Photopea, click Open from Computer and open the GFX you just saved. Now go over here, right-click the GFX and click Blending Options. Click the little checkbox next to Inner Glow and go to the settings. This one really depends on what type of GFX you're making. Depending on the theme of your GFX, that will be the color of your Inner Glow. Feel free to also copy my settings if you'd like. Now go down to Outer Glow and make it white. Change the opacity to 100 and change the size to 100. I usually set the spread in between 3 and 7. Now that you're done with that, go up to File, click Export, and click PNG. Now open Canva and go up to Create Design. From here, go to Import File and import your design from Photopea. When you're on this screen, click Use in New Design, Custom Size, and Create Design. Now, you need to find a background to put behind your GFX. I usually use Google or Pinterest. I'll put one of my Pinterest boards in the description for you guys to use. Size your background, click Position, and move it to the back. Now it's time to add overlays. For overlays, it can be difficult to be creative sometimes, but it's important to be original and come up with an idea that you like. You can find overlays through Google or you can use Canva stickers. Some overlays that I use a lot are lightning bolts, hearts, stars, and Robux. You can also make overlays yourself if you have the time. Make sure some of the overlays overlap the actual GFX because if it doesn't, it looks like you just put a GFX over a background. This is the final GFX design and I think it turned out pretty good. If you have any questions or concerns, comment them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching and I hope you all found this video helpful. Have an amazing day and bye!